The Green Bay Packers has purchased additional land for Titletown District townhomes. More on that up next. Your real estate news starts now. Thank you for watching your real estate news. I'm Stacy Hansen. It's time for this week's real estate numbers with a look at the average sale price of residential listings in each county throughout south central Wisconsin for the month of January 2017, according to the South Central Wisconsin MLS. In Dane County, average sale price is $271,152. In Columbia County, it's $176,741. In Rock County, it's $142,717. In Greene County, average sale price is $172,303. In Sauk County, it's $172,773. In Iowa, Grant and Lafayette counties, the average is $156,751. In Dodge County, it's $160,531. And in Crawford, Richland, and Vernon counties, average sale price is $115,813. In south central Wisconsin as a whole, the average sold price of a 0 to 2 bedroom home is $115,214. A 3-bedroom average price is $183,532. A 4 or more bedroom is $260,945. And the average sold price of a condo co-op is $193,230. The Green Bay Packers have paid almost $1.5 million for 6 properties in Ashwaubenon for its Titletown District development. The Wisconsin State Journal reports that the team has been buying land to build townhouses on the development. The Packers say they plan to build up to 70 townhouses and that purchasing the additional properties was prompted by an interest in living in the district. The team say they also wanted to offer more price variety and have similar buildings on each side of the street. The plan is to have residences on the north side of the street be the more expensive units with backyards or terraces adjacent to the park, according to the Journal. The Titletown District is a 35-acre development. The district's hotel, brewery, and clinic are all planned to be open by the beginning of the 2017 NFL season. Madison College has said it will not consider Beatler Real Estate's proposal for its downtown campus. The Cap Times reports that the Chicago-based developer submitted a proposal to build an 11-story office building on the block currently housing MATC's downtown campus. Beatler Real Estate was not formally asked by MATC to submit a plan, however. MATC's Vice President of Administrative Services told the Cap Times that the college will not consider applications except those that MATC formally requested. Beatler's Vice President maintains that they can submit the proposal because the bid process is public, according to the Cap Times. If you'd like additional information on these headlines, please reference the media sources you see listed on your screen. You can also like us on Facebook and visit WI57.tv. Don't go away, we'll have more real estate news right after the break. Welcome back to the Real Estate News. I'm now with Josh Lavick with Josh Lavick and Associates. Josh, it's March. Does that mean that the spring real estate market is finally here?
Well, you would think so, except for a little bit of snow we still have outside, but hopefully we've got warm weather coming this weekend, so that should all disappear. But I will say, in terms of the real estate market, for example, we listed a condo over on Stone Creek Circle over on the southwest side of Madison. And when we put this on the market, we had met with the seller ahead of time, talked about staging and preparing it. We actually did a few updates before coming on the market. And our marketing efforts generated about 50 or 60 people through that open house. So typically there's, maybe 8 to 12 people might show up at an open house. So in terms of that, I'd say spring is definitely here. And the good news is we actually had 3 very strong offers and accepted one over our list price.
Wow, that's impressive. It definitely does sound like a good time to sell then. Is that normal this time of year?
Well, in a seller's market like we have with really low inventory, during this kind of market is, it is somewhat normal to see that much activity. The other thing that comes to mind during this time of market is often we see an influx in terms of brand new real estate agents getting licensed and other people maybe trying to sell without a real estate agent. And I just want to throw out a little caution here in terms of you could be throwing away some of your hard-earned equity.
What do you mean by that?
Well, so for example, I saw this condo the other day, and it looked like a great value. Actually, I thought it was underpriced. The owner of the property was trying to sell it without an agent, and I'm pretty confident that our team could have sold the property for at least another $15,000 after paying all of the fees and expenses as well. And really the reason is because we have got a strategy for increasing demand for all of our listings and bringing in more potential buyers through the door. So actually we've got a few properties right now that aren't even on the market, and we're working with the owners right now to have them properly staged and prepared before opening them up to the public for showings.
Well, could you tell us a little bit about those?
Absolutely. Well, I'll give them to you quickly here. So we got a nice 4-bedroom house on the southwest side of Madison, walkout basement, nice fireplace, amazing kitchen. Another one over on Shore Acres in Monona, really cool bungalow that had an addition put on recently. Another one on Winona Way near the south end of Lake Monona, and has an awesome kitchen, big trees on that lot. And a couple other properties we just listed, actually. Condo over on the east side, very affordable alternative to renting. 1 bedroom, 1 bath for only $67,900. Another cute little ranch we have at $150,000. We actually had an accepted offer on that one, and now it's available again. But I would probably call quickly because we've had a ton of interest since it went back on the market. Or if you want to run a property over where you could run a business out of it, we've got 381 Marshview Drive over in Sun Prairie. Really a unique property, but ideally suited for someone that's a small business owner.
Well, those all sound great, and definitely a hot market this time of year. Well, thanks so much, Josh.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Real Estate News. I'm now with Amy Nowak from Nicole, Charles & Associates. Welcome, Amy. Great to have you on the show.
Yeah.
I understand you have some new listings hot off the presses to share with us.
Yeah, we do. We actually had 2 that went that are going live this week. The first one is on 308 North Rutland Avenue, and that's in Brookland, Wisconsin. So it's just a really cute little house. We're hosting an open house this Sunday, from 11 to 1. So definitely encourage everyone who can make it to come by. Our other listing is in DeForest. That's at 931 South Street. Also a great listing. I believe that one is also at an open house from 11 to 1 this Sunday.
So definitely want to check that out. That's exciting. So let's get back to Nicole, Charles & Associates. Tell us a little bit more about this local business.
Yeah, well, as you mentioned, it is a local business that was started by Nicole Charles. We're a member of eXp Realty. We just got started as our own private thing about a year ago. But Nicole has been in the business for 10 years now, so we have a lot of different levels of talent on our team, and we can really pull from a lot of different areas and contacts to really give a great experience. And yeah, we're just very happy to be local and servicing all of Dane County.
And it's always great to patronize those local businesses too. So let's talk a little bit about the market right now. We're heading into kind of the spring market. What's your take on what's going on right now?
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a lot of activity lately, both in our open houses and just with people visiting the websites and giving us a call. So the market is definitely heating up now. The spring market is in full swing. What we're actually seeing is that there's a bit of a shortage of inventory, so it's a great time for sellers to be listing their houses and really just making that move that they've been thinking about for the past couple months or years.
So it's a great time to make a move. Now, if you're going to do that, why choose your company?
Something that really sets our company apart from others in the business is that we're not one individual realtor. So if you get one of us, you get the entire team. We're really able to leverage you in multiple different ways. So if, for example, your realtor has the day off or gets sick, there's always another person who can step up and make sure that you're getting to that showing or getting your offer put in, and really that you're being the center of our attention.
So if somebody does want to work with you, how do they get in touch with you?
Yeah, the best way to get in touch with us is either by calling or visiting our website, NicoleCharles.com. We do have it monitored, so we have live chats available there. You can also just drop us a message or an email, and we're really receptive to pretty much any way people that can come in contact with us.
Sounds great. Well, thanks so much, Amy. So great to have you on the show today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Welcome back to the Real Estate News, and now with Property Revival, John Schneider is in the studio. John, what do you have for us today?
Well, thanks again for having us back, Stacy. I'll tell you what, it's been a great week for Property Revival. Last week we talked about some of these new listings that we had in the market, and both of them went with accepted offers here on the first day where they were on the market. And I will tell you, we work with a lot of sellers, and working with our sellers, they get a little bit of an advantage with us because we're able to help them through some of those small little upgrades or tweaks to their property that may just get them a little bit more value or just sell the home faster. And because we have the three facets that combine our businesses, the Design Center, which we call Artisol Design, Property Revival Realty, which will help you sell your home, and Property Revival Construction, we merge those things and we add so much value for our sellers. So we're actually going to go on site today a little bit to the Artisol Design Center and the Property Revival Business Center and show you guys a little bit about what it is that we can do and give you kind of a place of a look at our home for our home base. So if we can go over to Jerry and check to see what he's doing.
And Jerry Walls, tell us where you're at today.
Well, we're located here at Artisol Design Studios here on the Beltline. This is the other arm to Property Revival Realty. People don't understand the importance of product inside their property that make sure that meets the price point of your property. Also, when you're coming in and doing these renovations after you move in, trying to make this house into your home, we really want to make sure that you're matching that criteria as well. That's why we added this arm to our business. Property Revival Realty took and brought in all the products and design to help our clients understand the best value. We have great local product with local cabinet distributors, carpet, hardwood, tile, and a great interior design team that can help bring everything that you need into fruition for your next project or your next sale on your next property.
And Jerry, what is it that your clients really like about your design center?
It's timing. Being able to control the product and design and the construction, we really make our time useful to add value to these clients. If we can come in and manage the process and make sure we know when our product is coming, we can actually relay that to our construction people in the field, and it saves time and money every time.
And back to John, now where can we find you?
Well, I'll tell you can locate us here in Madison at 4211 West Beltline Highway and in Janesville at 12 South Pontiac Drive. For you sellers and buyers out there, don't be afraid. Reach out to us. We'd love to talk with you and tell you how to get exactly the home that you're looking for or sell that house for exactly what you want to get for it. So don't be afraid to reach out. We look forward to talking and seeing you soon.
Thank you, Property Revival, and stay with us. We'll have more right after the break. Welcome back to the Real Estate News. I'm now with Brian Pitch with Pacific Union Financial. Welcome back, Brian. Good to see you again.
Thanks, Stacy. Thanks for having me back. It's good to see you too.
Oh, sure. Let's get your expert opinion on some of these things here we've been wondering about.
Certainly.
Let's talk about the difference between a pre-approval and then a fully underwritten approval.
Yeah, well, in today's market, what's happening with a short supply of houses and a high demand, there's a couple different things that are happening. Well, number one, houses are going really fast. So the difference in those types of approvals was a lot of times people come to me with an application, they fill out their income information. I can certainly take that information and run it through an underwriting system, which I do all the time, to be able to get an approved loan for someone. However, mortgages are kind of like peeling back the layers of an onion, right? So every layer that you peel back, you see something different. When I'm able to get someone's income and asset information and actually get a real hard number that I'm working with, what I'm doing is I'm giving the borrower a much better idea, a real solid idea of what they're capable of doing, what loan program we're looking at, how much money they're able to spend. Things that are really important to people, like how much money they're bringing to the table. Obviously, that check that you have to stroke at the closing table is pretty important to people. So just having just another level of approval gives a borrower, a home buyer, just that much more confidence.
Speaking of kind of confidence with the whole situation, what does a buyer need to be prepared for just in the current market that we have?
Well, I think what people need to be prepared for is to be able to move really fast. So again, really understanding and knowing exactly what the financing is going to be like is really important for people, because I've had a couple people lose out on properties already by people who have made offers without even looking at the property. So that's telling you that homes are going really fast. So what I want to be able to do is give people the extra horsepower, I guess, so to speak, to be able to make a really quick decision. And when you know that you have a lender that's already reviewed your income and asset information and has the numbers locked in pretty tight, you're able to go into a negotiating or writing an offer with a high level of confidence, which is going to allow you to make a decision that much more quickly.
And in the time we have left here, can you describe how you're positioned to sort of meet these needs of the borrowers in today's market?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's really easy for me to get that stuff done really fast. I can get an approval through an underwriting system within a day of talking to someone. And as soon as they get their income information to me, I'm analyzing it, and we're locking it in with our underwriter in terms of exactly, what that borrower is going to be qualified as far as their income goes. There's a lot of different people, a lot of different types of jobs, people who are W-2'd. Self-employment sometimes is a little bit more difficult to figure out. It just takes a little bit more due diligence. And at Pacific Union Financial, we're still able to do that within, 24 to 72 hours for someone.
Yeah, definitely a great place to go. Well, thank you so much for stopping by today. To the real estate news. I'm now with Andrew Kimball from Kimball Realtors. Welcome, Andrew. So how's the real estate market in the Dells?
Really good. It's been really busy already this spring. All indications are that interest rates are going to be going up and maybe a couple of times this year. So buyers are out already looking. Usually we don't get busy till maybe May or June, but we're busy already up there because of the interest rates possibly increasing.
That's great news for you guys up there. It's great to stay busy. Now you must have some new listings to talk about then.
We do. We just listed a home at E8932 Oak Hill Road that is in Wisconsin Dells. It's a custom-built ranch home. It's 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. It's on 6.7 acres. It has a 3-car garage, attached garage, and then it also has a large 42 by 32 foot pole shed building that can actually hold an RV as well. It's in a great location. It's just minutes from downtown Dells, and it's also just minutes from the interstate. I actually just created a single property website for this site, for this listing, so if people want to look at, it's e8932.2seeit.com for a single property website to get more information about this particular listing. Beautiful, beautiful home.
That looks great. Now I kind of wonder about condos too. Are people starting to list those in the Dells area?
Yes, just in the last 2 weeks we've listed condominiums at Caribbean Club. We listed one at Starlight Point. We have one coming up at Riverwood condominiums as well. The first 2 are on Lake Delton, the other one is on the Wisconsin River. And then we also have current listings at Island Point. We also have listings at Lake of the Dells. So a lot of people are getting the condominiums on the market kind of early this year too, and a lot of people are out looking for them.
So there's a lot of stuff that's starting to get out there. Is it a good time for sellers to list?
It really is. Like I'd mentioned, we're getting busier every day. We're getting calls every day. And even if someone doesn't want to get listed till maybe the first part of April, we can come in, get all the contracts done, get it under contract, get all the photographs taken, and have it all ready to list it, and then list it on the exact date that they want to. Because as we get busier, it's harder to get it into the schedule. So it's a great time to call right now, and we can come and do that listing for you.
Yeah, that seems like a good thing too, just to kind of get a lot of that out of the way. It just seems like it would take a lot of the stress out of it too. So I think that's good sound advice. Where can somebody get more information about your agency if they're wanting to work with you or maybe buy something from you too?
Sure. Best place would be on our website, WisconsinDellsHomesForSale.com. It's an up-to-the-minute MLS website, and it also has all the information about all the agents that work for our agency, so they can go on there. They can give me a call directly too if they want to talk about a listing, 608-477-3476, and I'd be glad to talk to them about any of their real estate needs, whether they're buying or selling. We can help them.
Sounds great. Well, thanks so much, Andrew.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Welcome back to the Real Estate News. I'm now with Solidarity Realty. Peggy Adams and Jesse Pika-Holst are here. So Peggy, last time you were here, you talked about how you really practice their values there at Solidarity. How else do you protect your clients over there?
Nice to see you again, Stacy, and thanks for asking the question. We really want to make sure that we're giving each client the attention they deserve. So if we find that our plate is getting a little too full, we will refer them out, definitely inform that customer that they are, kind of in the risk of us not being able to give them the attention they want. Sometimes we have folks that say, just go ahead, write the offer. We understand you're super busy, but we definitely respect your time as well. So we definitely inform you of those issues if they do arise.
Jesse, anything to add to that?
Thanks, Stacy. Well, it's not just our clients that we like to protect. We also like our agents to do a lot of consumer education. So the sticking point that we tell everybody, step one, is never call the number on a for sale sign if you'd like to see a home if you don't already have a buyer's agent. That number is the seller's agent, and they don't represent your interests. If you call that number to set up a showing and you don't have an agent of your own, and that's outside of an open house, you may forfeit your ability to have someone representing you and negotiate on your behalf at no cost to you.
That's interesting too, and a lot of people probably don't even realize that. So Peggy, what can we expect for the coming year? Is the market heating up for you guys?
Oh, well, definitely. We're starting to see that spring bug, I think, with the weather being so nice. And I do invite everybody to stop down and say hi. I will be having an open house this Sunday, 11 to 1, and that's going to be at 329 North Baldwin on Madison's east side near Tenney Park.
So definitely check that out. So any advice for potential buyers?
You know, we really say ask questions. Buying a home is a difficult process, especially for a first-time home buyer. So if you have any questions, even if you're not a client, assuming that you're not in contract with somebody else, feel free, give me a call. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
So any closing thoughts for our viewers?
You know, we just say have fun with the buying process, the selling process. Try not to let it overwhelm you. That's what Solidarity, we have a good time. So give us a call, stop on in by our office.
All right, well, thanks so much. Solidarity Realty, definitely check them out. Stay with us, we'll have more right after the break. Thanks to our guests for stopping by today, and thank you, our viewers, for tuning in. Join us again next week. I'm Stacy Hansen for the Real Estate News, making a positive impact and leading the real estate market.